It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll play host to a battle between conferences. It's the Jets and the Niners on Monday Night Prime Time.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in. You get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
The first of two here on a Monday night, the opener for these two teams as we're underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Well, the 49ers getting ready to go on offense, and it's the Pro Bowler Brock Purdy at the helm in his third NFL season now out of Iowa State.
And the great story of Brock Purdy continues. Had he been drafted in the first round, I think people would be singing his praises to the skies, but for whatever reason, people can't let go of the fact he's Mr. Irrelevant, and they don't give him the credit he deserves. He is not just a system quarterback. He's a guy who enhances his team. Not just along for the ride, he's the one steering the ship, and without him, their ceiling significantly drops.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. They go play action here. Purdy. That's to the first-round pick, Ricky Pearsall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a first on a pickup of 16. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Back to throw, Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Purdy looking to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. That'll be caught by James. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room, too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
And this one is right through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
He'll find Lazard here over the middle. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
And it didn't take long for Hall to remind everyone just how special a player he is. He totaled nearly 1,600 yards from scrimmage a season ago, and he appears to be picking up right where he left off as he moves the chains for this offense.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
From the 50, here's Fields. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
But they've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that first sack in the game, and it turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10-plus yards on a guy who has the legs to escape most of these.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Fields. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Fields. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play, and third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And how about the big boy, the D tackle there, feasting on the O-line, getting his squad 2 points.
The glory guys are the defensive ends and the outside linebackers. They create the pressure from the edge, but those big fellas inside that can collapse a pocket, sometimes they get rewarded too.
Extra round at the post-game buffet. So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. He'll get this to Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. To throw is Fields. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Paul want to give up the middle. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
So that'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw, Fields. This pass out wide to Hall. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing again is Fields. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Now Fields. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Fields now to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Fields. Taken in left side, it's Wilson. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. They'll run with Hall. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. We are in for a good one. As on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Paul again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets have taken the lead.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And things have changed since the last time they had it. The safety led to the touchdown, so now they find themselves behind as they begin with a 1st and 10. He'll get this to Jennings over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Here's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Purdy now to throw. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Purdy going to give it to Guerrero. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And they'll accept that penalty. Purdy sets up to throw again. Pass caught by Pearsall. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. The throwing here, Purdy. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Play action. Now Purdy. The throw out wide going to be incomplete. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is indeed good. And that trims the lead to 3. It's 9-6 now. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
New York set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Motion to the left with Jennings. Shotgun now with Purdy. This is Jennings. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. Purdy looking to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Out of the gun, Purdy. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Gets this one to Juszczyk. 7 yards there and a first down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19. Purdy from the gun. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now Purdy. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play, not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Purdy. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Fields. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The 49ers offense and Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And that flag accepted.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8.
Purdy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
2nd down and 8. Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Jets will take over.
35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on 1st down.
Now it's Fields. That's to the former Lion, Josh Reynolds.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Now Fields. Targets and finds Reynolds once more.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Fields.
Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Back to throw. Fields. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
To throw is Fields. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Fields now to throw.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Fields. And that one almost intercepted. But it's incomplete. He had space in front of him if he had held on, but instead it's third down. A final shot before the break. Fields. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where it was the Bills who pick up the victory at home. Josh Allen, 2 touchdown passes, as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. From there, we move to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City to see what's going on with the Chiefs. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Patrick Mahomes, 2 touchdown passes, as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Fields. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 12, Fields. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. A yard all they need, but it's third down. They'll run with Allen. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. Down to about the 45.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
And Nick Bosa does it again. Clearly one of the most consistently disruptive defenders in the NFL. Recorded double-digit sacks in each of the last 3 seasons.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, Talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. Looking for the out route, and he's got it. It's complete to McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Throwing here, Purdy. Pass caught by Pearson. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
And his ability to track the football, that makes him one of the better slot receivers we're going to find coming into the league. Because once he catches the ball, he also turns it into additional yardage. Excellent hands, good route polish, and really competitive.
13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Purdy looking to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Purdy now to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now Purdy. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will take the lead here at 12-9. Another drive bogs down, but for the 4th time, they're able to escape with 3 points.
And this last one gives them the lead, so that's a good thing. And they've needed every one of these field goals, but it has to feel good to them to know that confidence is there. If we do bog down, they'll give us 3 points.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
A handoff for Hall. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he will be very close down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on fourth.
They snap it to Fields. That is caught. Gets past one man. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Back to the ground with Hall.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Here is 3rd and 5. Here's Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
And this one incomplete. Oh, a dangerous throw. Nearly picked off in the end zone, but instead 2nd down.
Back to throw. Fields. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Garrett Wilson.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that will make this a 4-point game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, throws like that, especially where we sit in the 4th quarter, he's got to be careful.
Yeah, and you know one of my faults is that I often view this game through a defensive back's eyes. And in this situation, your team's losing, it's late, tighter coverage, take a chance and go and try and step in front of one of those and make a big play. So if you're the quarterback, that should be in your head. This is their time to take a gamble. And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Usually the big fella's a blocker, a lead back, but he gets the ball on first down. What a surprise for everyone. And as a former safety, if he breaks into the secondary and you see him coming, you just know that's a whole lot of man you've got to deal with now.
Here's Pearsall on the jet sweep. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here. This is McCaffrey on the give. Nifty move. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Back to throw, Purdy. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second and goal here. McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. A 10-play drive that time. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And New York set to take the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. A shotgun snap, Fields. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Shaquille Barrett now with his second sack here on opening night.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
The Niners offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white. To throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
And what a tough spot for this defense because They know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
2nd and 10. Purdy.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Out of the gun, Purdy. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Gets this one to use check. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short, and the Jets are going to get the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Fields. This pass complete to Ruckert.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Pass complete to Taylor.
I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
It's complete. Lazard.
Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
One thing that makes him so tough in these 2-minute drills, you got to take into consideration he's mobile.
And that's a big plus for him, but he also has to be careful with that mobility. Sometimes rid of the ball and stopping the clock is more important than running around and maybe taking a sack.
Back to throw. Fields. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the 49ers have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Fields. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory.
Well, partner, that'll do it. These Week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation, a fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for the 49ers, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings.